Yo, what is going on everybody? It's Juan Solo here with A Squad Gaming and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in today for some more Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So in today's video we're going to be going in depth with the title update 1.1.0 patch notes. Now this update was originally supposed to release in December and it got pushed back, obviously with the holidays and other things with this patch that needed a little bit more tweaking. It got pushed back and it was released earlier this morning. By the time you guys are watching this, the update should already be live. So I will be going down through the highlights of this patch. There are an insane amount of patch notes with this, and I will leave this down in the description below for those of you that want to go check out the entire patch notes for yourself. Also, real quick before we jump into it, if you guys go on to enjoy the video, a like rating would be super appreciated. Also, for those of you that may be new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the information surrounding Ghost Recon Breakpoint on the channel moving forward. But without further ado, let's jump right into the patch notes. So a real quick note here at the start, whether you purchase the digital or the physical edition of the game, you will need to download the patch before you are allowed to play. Unfortunately, that's the entire thing with the online only game. You have to download this patch before you can actually play. And on Xbox One, it's going to be 14.7 gigs. On the PlayStation 4, it is going to be 13.7, and on PC, it will be 11.3 gigs. So like I said, we're just going to be going down through the highlights of this patch. I will link the full patch notes down in the description. So they did make improvements to the night vision, and I know a lot of people were talking about this. Hopefully it's everything we wanted it to be. They also fixed a crash occurring in snow regions when flying too high while you're playing on PC. This was reported on the following graphics cards, so it was the NVIDIA GTX 1080, the GTX 980, and several cards from the AMD Radeon line. I never had an issue with this, but I don't remember if I ever flew really high in a snow region, so it seems like this is a very particular instance. Let me know down in the comments if this is something that you guys had issues with. They also fixed an issue where the EMP Grenade Mark II were not available to buy in Maria's shop despite unlocking the EMP Grenade skill. Also, players who previously lost their thermal or night vision as well as their water canteen or binoculars will get them back after loading their save. They also fixed an issue that sometimes respawned players with minor injuries after being killed in action. I actually had this happen a few times and it was a little bit frustrating. As well as they fixed an issue that removed backpack items with a quantity of 0 if they were replaced by another item. Now moving on to some PvP details, they rebalanced the stamina for PvP after it was buffed in the previous title update. So for those of you that have been really getting used to the new stamina system, it was nerfed, so you're not going to have quite as much stamina in PvP now. And they also rebalanced the cooldown on the ping system in PvP as it was too long to be effective. Also, when it comes to the AI in the single player mode, they fixed an issue where enemies investigating will go to cover mid-detection, as well as if enough NPCs die at a single spot, they will stop rushing the player and will get into cover more often than before. This is something that I feel as if is long overdue because it just felt too easy to take out some of the NPCs. They also modified the vanish rules so the NPCs will stay and fight if they are close enough to the player, which is going to make it a lot more difficult to just lay in the grass or something and escape. So another big thing here, they started improvements on the base jump mechanic, but there will be more to come in the next title updates. And this is something that I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about this because it's such a key mechanic for moving around the map, but it's so broken. But hopefully with these title updates moving forward, they can definitely put some adjustments into the base jumping and make it a lot more easy to do. Because I know in Ghost Recon Wildlands, this is one of my favorite things to do, is just to go around, find high points, base jump down into enemy bases and stuff like that. And you can't really do that in Breakpoint because most of the time you end up falling off the cliff to your death. Also, they did state that the digital scope will now have multiple levels of zoom, so this is something that's long overdue. I wish they would allow you to put the ACOG scope on every weapon in the game, but hopefully with enough feedback they will allow that down the road. So also when it comes to your game save, they fixed an issue that caused several stats to reset to 0 after creating a new save slot or deleting one, and this goes with story collectibles, main quests completed, playstyle, combat, PvP player card stats, and etc. So this was something that I had a couple people message me over, being the fact that they said they lost a lot of their actual content in their save. Hopefully this permanently fixed this problem. Let me know down in the comment section below if this is something that you guys have encountered. And now also talking about the Project Titan raid, they fixed several issues that caused some bosses to stop moving in some cases. LMG LMGs with 150 ammo capacity, which was the Stoner, the Mark 48, and the 6P41, have been nerfed by 17%, only for the raid boss fights, not for the rest of the game, which is definitely interesting. So they're trying to make the raid even harder than it was before. LMGs with 100 ammo capacity have been nerfed by 7%, so you're only going to have 93 bullets instead of 100. But also to go along with that, they did nerf the overall health of Bale, Skell Quantum Computer, and the Cerberus by 5% each, so they will be slightly easier to kill, but not very much. But overall, that's pretty much going to do it for the highlights of the patch notes. There is an insane amount to cover here. If you want to go check out the full patch notes for yourself, you're going to be reading for quite some time, but I just kind of wanted to give you guys the main highlights of the patch notes, but I will link them down in the description below for those of you that want to check it out. Also, real quick here at the end of the video, I wanted to clarify that the battle rewards have not been put back into Ghost Recon Breakpoint. The devs did say a while back that they were going to be working on these for quite some time to try to get all of the bugs and glitches and stuff ironed out of the battle rewards, and they wanted to have them ready for Season 3, which we never had a release date on, so I will give you guys more information on that when it comes to me. Also, for those of you that are asking about the new immersive experience for Ghost Recon Breakpoint, that is slated for the end of February. This was not included in the title update 1.1.0, as well as if you go back to the roadmap that we got a couple of weeks ago, episode 2 of the Year 1 Pass will be released at the end of March. So I just wanted to clarify that because I knew that there was going to be some questions about the battle rewards and possibly some questions about the immersive experience. But like I said, that's all for the video. If you guys enjoyed it, you guys are excited about finally getting title update 1.1.0, make sure to drop a like on the video, and for those of you that may be new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you do not miss any of my future uploads. But that is all for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.